Episode 46 with a very lackluster Super Bowl 60.
Come on, Walter. Super Bowl. This is a Super Bowl edition. Special Real Estate Tailgate Super Bowl edition. Wasn't that bad a game.
Hey, y'all. That was the best Super Bowl I've ever seen.
The Patriots didn't win. The Patriots didn't win, so it was a good game.
Yep, that was a great game because the Patriots lost. And they basically got crushed. I mean, for the most part.
Man, the first three quarters were boring as hell.
Yeah. With a capital B.
Everyone's watching their squares. I was at a Super Bowl party. Everyone's watching their squares. We had it on the board. What's the score? 3-0? What's the score? 6-0?
Yeah.
I was wondering, was there, I didn't look it up. I should have looked it up before the show. Has there ever been a Super Bowl with no touchdowns?
You know,
I was going to look that
question.
up.
I think they brought that up, but I don't remember what the answer was.
Okay, yeah, it's like, because it was heading that way. I'm like, geez, I had all these parlay bets, and they were all anytime touchdown players, and there was no touchdowns until the fourth quarter finally.
Yeah.
So,
well, hello everyone.
Go Hawks! Congrats, Hawks!
Yeah,
go Hawks.
Congrats to the Seahawks on their Super Bowl 60 win. Yeah. Welcome again to the Real Estate Tailgate podcast. As you can tell, we're taping right after the Super Bowl. Today is Tuesday.
After dark.
Yep.
After dark episode.
This is the evening.
We usually
episode.
tape early in the morning. It's
we had to juggle schedules around a little bit.
Kind of like it.
But it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we just try to get it done when however we need to get it done. I believe our last episode was a virtual taping.
Yep.
We couldn't all get together with our schedules. But yeah, Super Bowl, last NFL game of the year. I mean, the only football coming up will be the Summer League.
I know. What are we going to do?
But hey, we got lots to talk about, man. Because you know why? Because we're in the Motor City, and all the Motor City teams are either clicking or trying to click. They're doing things. We're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, but let's talk about the Super Bowl first.
Yeah, let's talk about the Super Bowl and the NFL. So let's just back away, okay? Because the Super Bowl, I think the last few episodes we've been talking about coaching positions getting filled and everything else, and everyone knows by now that Kubiak, who was one on the coaching staff with the Seahawks, now that the Super Bowl's behind, he's the new coach of the Raiders.
Good luck with that.
Well, hey, I'll tell you what, you're brand new, first-time head coach, you're young. Is it, probably like a wacko organization to get involved with? Probably. But what have you got to lose right away, especially when you have the number one draft pick? And who do we think is going to be pick number one?
Mendoza,
of course. I mean, you don't think you're going to trade that away?
No.
No. But there's other things going on too, because I don't know if you guys heard, but there's been talk that even though they got the number one pick and stuff like that, Crosby is not happy again for whatever reason. So
Detroit just loves to spread those rumors that Crosby's coming. The slightest little thing happens, they're like, Crosby's coming to Detroit. Like it just spreads like wildfire.
Well, it's because he's from here, right? Isn't he from Michigan?
He went college. Was he from Michigan or just college? I think he played Eastern.
Yeah, I think he
played at Eastern.
Yeah, he
Eastern,
played in Michigan. Is he not from Michigan?
I don't know if he's from Michigan, but I think
what kind of producer are you, man? You don't have those stats handy right away?
Yeah, he is. Hold, please.
I thought he was a homeboy.
Lapeer.
Huh?
He's from Lapeer.
That's right.
Oh, no shit.
He's a homeboy from Michigan. That's one of the reasons why it comes
college
up.
in Michigan, but
that's one of the reasons why it comes up all the time.
Well, that and he's
besides him being
the best edge rusher in the league.
Yeah, well, and what have we been begging for? A lot of Lions fans have been begging for an edge rusher, but like I said, the Super Bowl just ended, so the season just officially ended. We've got the draft coming up. We've got, time before the season begins. There's going to be some changes. But I just wanted to throw that out there. Congrats, Kubiak, for getting a head coaching position. And like you said, good luck. Good luck to him. Congrats and good luck.
What did you think of the Super Bowl, though, honestly? It was a boring first 3 quarters to me.
Yeah, it was.
I'm glad the Hawks won. I told you guys.
Actually, 3.5
I told you
quarters.
guys I told you guys the Patriots were. I just knew it, man.
Yeah, I didn't think the Patriots were going to do anything. The thing that really shocked me, though.
I just knew it. They were not as good. I'm not going to say they didn't deserve to be there, but they.
Easy schedule.
I just don't think they were a Super Bowl team, man.
Easy schedule.
They were a Super Bowl team, but they weren't a Super Bowl team. That makes sense.
And also, too, with Drake May, I mean, he's going up in the spotlights, the spotlights of all spotlights in year 2, right?
6 sacks.
Yeah.
The over-under was at
He's just
5.
not. He just wasn't ready.
Fun facts, I told you guys earlier, he had 5 sacks every playoff game. So the 3 playoff games before the Super Bowl, he had 5 sacks. He took 6 in the Super Bowl. Me and my buddies were fun betting on what we set the over-under at 5. So he ended up getting 6.
Well, like I mentioned to you before we started taping, I heard the stat that for the entire playoff run, including the Super Bowl, he broke the record for the most being sacked the most times.
I bet.
I guess Joe Burrow had that record last time.
Joey B.
Mitchell
Thomas struck again. I bet. I made a bet. A.J. Barner first touchdown scored in the game. It took till the 4th quarter, but I hit it. Plus 1,200.
Congrats.
Wow.
Let's go. Mitchell Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He called it. He called it.
I had a ton of other little parlays that didn't do nothing because they were all anytime touchdowns.
Yeah. Well,
overall, I had a good time. I was at a Super Bowl party. Yeah, the game was a little boring the first 3 quarters, but when I kind of hate when you're at a party. Like, I'll be honest, I didn't get to watch the game. You know what I mean? When you're at a bash like that, it's on and I'm watching it, but I'm not watching it. It's not like I'm sitting down watching it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, all in all, though, I'm happy. I wanted the Hawks to win.
Yeah, and they won. They got the revenge for 49.
I think we all picked the Hawks to win. They did win, and with that,
I thought the halftime show was cool. We
Yes.
talked about that for a minute. I thought it was cool. I don't care what anyone says. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it was cool to me. I didn't watch the entire thing, but I had it on, and
That I pretty much did. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I did. Yeah, I didn't watch.
I mean, it was on in the background, but I paid attention. I mean, the stage setup.
Well, the
like
part that I saw, it was
whatever
it
you
was,
call it, the all grass on the field he had. It was bad. It was,
Yeah,
it
the
was
set-
badass. It was cool.
the way it was set up.
Yeah, the setup.
the set,
was cool.
and the I guess you call it the cinematography that I saw. The way
Yes.
it made it look like
Yep.
he was like it was following him through.
And then I didn't know that Lady Gaga was planned to come out. Or,
Nope,
was
that
that
was
a big
a- that
Did
was a
anyone know
surprise.
Yeah,
that?
that was a surprise.
That was a surprise.
Okay, I
yeah.
didn't.
She actually got down. I saw
Yeah,
that
she did.
part.
I didn't
Yeah,
know. I
she
didn't know
did.
if I was out of the
Yeah,
loop or
Gaga got down. So yeah, that was cool. So
I didn't know if that was a total surprise or just to me.
Yeah,
So,
it was a total surprise.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing
Yeah.
now. Usually they have like surprise
Yeah.
guests or whatever.
Yeah.
And Jessica Alba.
Oh yeah, she was jamming.
Oh,
I
I
didn't
saw
know.
her.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my girl right
I
there.
like me some Jessica
Me
Alba.
too.
Yeah, we might
Oh,
have to
yeah.
fight over that one. But anyway, don't tell my wife. But no, yeah, Jessica. Yeah, I
Experiencing
didn't
some technical
know.
difficulties.
I didn't know she was in there in the dancing until afterwards. I saw something on the news and they were showing some of the. I guess Cardi B was one of the
Yep,
dancers back
she was
there.
there too. Yep.
And Jessica Alba. Like I said, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I will. I'll actually, you can watch the rerun.
Yeah.
So I'll watch the whole halftime show. Like I said, I was, bathroom break, grabbing an extra beer, doing stuff. I wasn't at a Super Bowl party. I was at my Super Bowl party. Solo. Okay?
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Why-
not always bad, my friend. That's that's got some advantages to sit down and actually.
Hey, that was
Yeah.
but like I said. Well, actually, I cooked I cooked some wingdings and some stuff or whatever. And my wife never can sit down unless we're at a game live. She can't even at a live game. I guess I shouldn't say she could watch the whole game, but yeah, doesn't matter how important the game is. She never can watch a whole game. So.
So Darnold got his Super Bowl.
Yep.
Darnold got the ring.
That's what
He
I
did.
wanted to get to.
He did.
Quick stats. Darnold, 19 to 38, 202 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 sack. Drake May, 27 of 43, 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 6 sacks. So I didn't think his numbers were that good. I just seemed like he couldn't do anything.
They weren't that good.
Man.
No, they weren't that good, but it was good enough for him to win a Super Bowl.
Saying, yeah.
I mean, that just goes to show, and once again, no disrespect to the Patriots, but we've talked about this off the air. The Patriots kind of really had an easy schedule. They had a lot of luck on their side.
Things were going their way, which isn't their fault.
It's not their fault. They still made it to the Super Bowl.
It's not their fault. C.J. Stroud imploded.
Well, the whole point is
not their fault. Bo Nix got hurt.
The whole point is
they did what they had to do and won the games.
Every team ends up not only just based off of their roster, not just based off of their skill, not based off of their coach, but part of it is luck and part of it is timing. And you got to be ready to pounce. I mean, I think that's what a lot of fans were saying about the Lions. You know, if we would have maybe made a couple of moves ahead of time, or did this or did that. I mean, we could say anything now after the fact.
This year's Lions team, it just wasn't happening this year, in my opinion.
Well, it wasn't.
Last year we had a better chance. I mean, it's just things didn't go right.
But see,
I want to put that in the rearview mirror and move on to next year for the Lions.
Well, yeah, but you know, in order for us to change, guess what? We have to change. If that means roster moves, if it means coaching moves.
We need to build that offensive line and the defensive line, and we'll be fine.
Especially the defensive line.
Especially the offensive line.
I mean, defense all through the playoffs ruled in the NFL this year, and in college ruled.
But the Lions need work on the offensive line.
No, we do because of our quarterback.
I mean, and now we have.
We got to do both.
Now we have people retiring, and
exactly. Well, people already retired.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, we've been done playing for a while. We already know at least, you know, of a couple of our veterans have left.
And what was your Sam Darnold stat? The first quarterback to win a Super Bowl that played for 5 teams.
Yes.
Played for 5 different teams before he won a Super Bowl.
Yep.
Is that the stat? Yeah.
Yep, first quarterback. Yep. And the other thing that I wanted to mention is Sam Darnold, the draft class of quarterbacks. He was drafted the same year, in 2018? Same draft class as Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, and there's another one that's, you know, hasn't been as popular. But anyway, I think a lot of people forgot that he was a number 3 draft pick because of him not having the success in his early years and getting bopped around. I mean, the guy has had the talent.
Yeah.
He just needed to be in the right place at the right time.
And Saquon was in there too.
Really?
Saquon Barkley, yeah.
Yeah, he's a hell of a quarterback.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm talking about you're talking about some superstars.
Yeah.
The point I'm trying to make is that you just don't know, man. You just don't know. I mean, if you really think about it, Sam Darnold's been the butt of a lot of jokes over the years.
I was happy for the dude, man. I'm glad.
That's why I was happy for the guy too, because I ain't got nothing against the guy personally, and I actually like every time the guy has spoken, he's always come across as very humble, kind of quiet, and, you know, intelligent. Now, even his performance in the Super Bowl, to be honest, was, I think his passing percentage was like 50%.
Yes, it was only 50%.
You know, so, you know, and it
not
was
great, but
and it was against the Pats. And what did the Pats do? I mean, don't get me wrong, they got a decent defense, but still, it was enough to win.
I'm just so glad I was not ready for another New England Super Bowl. I don't think anyone was.
No.
Was anyone outside of Boston rooting for New England?
All the Pats fans were, but more power to them, man. There's always next year. But they got a taste. But you know what? Kudos to them that they even made it. I'll give him that much.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Sure.
More than the Lions.
That's it. I hope they don't make it for another 10, 15 years. Minimum. But with that said, congrats to him. I want to give a congrat. You know who else I want to congratulate? Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp got a ring with who? Stafford in the Rams. Okay? Staying on the team, and then don't get me wrong, the Rams tried to improve, and they let him go. Right? They let him walk. And I don't remember the circumstances. I don't know if they didn't re-sign him when he was a free agent.
It was an improvement.
Well,
Puka Nacua, younger.
To me, it's an
Puka
improvement.
Nacua is a stud.
But does it matter to him?
No.
It don't matter to him. Guess what? He's got his second ring with the second team. That's what I mean by you never know. You never know. Sometimes it's just the team, man. It's the entire team and the circumstances. And you got to have some luck on your side. And big congrats also to JSN. Okay?
Yeah.
Jaxon, man, Buckeye from the Ohio State University.
You know, it's funny because to me, he just all of a sudden he just appeared in a Seahawks uniform. I don't know how that happened. I never heard of him before then.
Hey, well, I think he got Offensive Player of the Year. I think he was awarded Offensive Player of the Year. Don't get me wrong, he didn't create a lot of fire. He didn't create a lot of fire.
JSN got Offensive Player of the Year. Matthew Stafford got MVP.
Yep. So congrats to Matty.
Yep.
Matty, he was with Detroit for many years, so I've always been a Matty fan. I was actually rooting for him to go to the Super Bowl, but I'm not mad that that Darnold got it. As long as the Pats didn't win.
I would have been okay if Stafford went to the Super Bowl, but I wasn't. I don't want to say I was rooting for him. I was just like, I would have been all right if he'd done it, but...
You know what? I was rooting for him for a number of reasons. One, because he's a girl dad, and I believe all, except for maybe the last one, or all of his girls were born in Detroit. Yeah, I think a lot of people forget about that, is he's really tied to Detroit. I mean, all his kids were born in Detroit. He spent a lot of time here, okay? Yeah, did he kind of, in a way, get run out of town? We could talk about that on a whole show,
not really.
Okay? Well, no, there were some fans that actually wanted to run him out of town.
And there's also fans who were wearing Rams Lions shirts split down the middle.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Okay, I'm one of the guys that I've always rooted for him as a guy. Okay, as a guy, as a girl dad.
I didn't necessarily root for Stafford for the Super Bowl because I didn't know if I wanted to watch him go to another Super Bowl. Like he got his one. Like, do I need that pain? Just a reminder, we had him, and now here he is, 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, as a Lions fan, it might be tough, but you know what?
But I would have been fine with him go. I would have been fine if he would have got another Super Bowl. But I said I wasn't necessarily rooting for him.
And I was only once we were out. Once we were out, then I was rooting for him.
I was happy with the MVP.
The reason why.
I have an autographed Stafford jersey, Lions jersey, framed that I won before, and that just increased the value, man, his MVP, because he's guaranteed Hall of Fame now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a guarantee to get in the Hall of Fame now. Exactly. He's got an MVP. He's got a Super Bowl. He's getting in the Hall of Fame.
Exactly.
Sure.
Well, and not only
that just increased the value of my.
Yep. And that's kind of the road I was going down. That's why I was rooting for him, because he's always had good numbers, right? I mean, total yards and comeback wins.
Yeah, you know what they used to call him.
There's a lot of things.
Stat Padford.
Yeah. Yep. But this year he had a hell of a year. Like you just said, he won the MVP, which was a tight race.
He played hard that game. That playoff game against Seattle too. Man, he wanted it.
Yeah, he did.
He wanted it. He was running. He was mobile. Stafford's not mobile. What's he doing?
Who is this?
He was running. It was crazy.
That was AI Stafford. Wasn't the real guy. But anyway, it was his clone. But no, that's why I was rooting for him, because I knew that he had a good year, and the guy ain't getting no younger. So,
Yeah, I think after this season in the fall,
we said he's coming back.
Yeah, so I think after this 2026 season, I think he'll retire.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? Hell of a run.
Yeah.
He got his ring, MVP.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, the only thing I can say is we see what's been happening with the other Detroit teams. Okay, the Red Wings are finally staying on track to at least possibly do something. We're in the middle of the Olympic break right now.
Yep, 3 weeks.
We'll talk about that in a little bit, but
3 weeks, no hockey games.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we got the Olympic hockey games, but
Yeah.
no NHL.
Right.
Yep, no NHL right now. And with that said, the last taping, I forgot to mention that almost a month ago now, January 12th, I believe the date was, is when the Wings finally retired the jersey of Sergei Fedorov.
Legend,
man.
absolute legend.
Yeah.
Absolute legend.
And to be honest, I would have worn his jersey today.
Overdue, but I'm glad they did.
Definitely overdue in my opinion. I was a big Sergei fan. I have his jersey. I was going to wear it today, but there's something else that happened today that made me show love to the Tigers. We're going to talk about that in a minute.
We have breaking news for the Tigers.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Well, hold on a second. I want to give one other shout out. One other shout out to a Red Wing, man. Kane. I mean, he spent a lot of time as a Blackhawk, but we do what like the Wings do, right? I mean, in the past years, we brought on Brett Hull, we brought on Chelios. Now we got Kane, and Kane hit a couple of milestones here recently. He became the 5th American to hit 500 goals, and he's now the leading American in goal scoring. He's always been a top player for years. I mean, I think
when we last dropped, he tied it. When we last dropped, since then he's broke it. Yeah,
but he
leads it now.
Yeah, I think about 10, 12 years ago, he was probably named in the top 100 of all-time NHL players. So, yeah, we're very, very lucky and blessed to have him on our team. And that he's still able to play and do what he does and contribute, because the team is doing very well. And I just hope that this break doesn't change our mojo with the Red Wings. So I guess that's yet to see. So now let's get to the breaking news.
Your Detroit Tigers have signed 3-time American League Cy Young winner and 9-time All-Star right-handed pitcher Justin Verlander to a 1-year contract for the 2026 season.
I honestly,
I heard scuttlebutt about this. I didn't think it was going to happen.
So
yeah, I heard that. Well, there's been a lot of talk again ever since. I mean, the talk rose because you got to remember we just recently had the arbitration case happen for Skubal.
Skubal won his arbitration.
He won his arbitration case, and what happened on that day? The same day of the arbitration?
What?
What did the Tigers do? We signed a stud pitcher.
Oh.
Yeah.
Valdez.
We signed Valdez that day. See, I think some of this stuff's been kind of in the works. Even the JV thing. Well, I think it's been in the works. I for sure, the Valdez signing was in the works because
This is the projected rotation: Tarek Skubal, Valdez, Flaherty, Verlander, and Casey Mize.
God.
Projected.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Man. Now it's not a guarantee of anything.
I mean, Verlander had a rough year last year.
But
it was a rough first half of the year. He got out of it.
He ended the year pretty good.
Yeah, he ended the year pretty good.
What's so funny to me is yesterday.
How old is he?
I don't know.
Oh,
he's in his 40s. He's got to be 40, right?
He's 43 on February 20th.
Wow.
So what's funny to me
Happy birthday, Justin.
Yeah.
Oh, and Kate Upton, we look forward to seeing you here in Detroit.
Yeah.
Always. Again. Yes.
Again.
I'm not into blondes normally, but I'll make an exception for her. But anyways, so it's funny because yesterday, or actually two days ago for the Super Bowl, because we're taping on Tuesday evening, I was one of my really close friends from college was over, and we were watching the game, and we were talking about baseball. And he brought up, just out of the blue, he goes, you know what would be really kind of ironic but also somewhat poetic, Walter? I'm like, what? He goes, what if Verlander came back to Detroit? And you know what? Just did it.
What if we would have got Hunter Brown?
I was like,
that would have been awesome.
I would have been like, my Detroit Tigers heart would pitter patter. I was like, but I just don't. And then lo and behold, today.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I've heard the talk. See, ever since
I didn't think it. I thought it was strictly rumors. So I
it
didn't
was,
think there's any substance to it.
and it kind of went away. But when the Scooble thing happened, okay, because it's only been almost a week, I think, right? When the Scooble won his arbitration, and that day when we signed Valdez and the news came out, okay, the first thing that everyone that I heard was talking about was, wow, we were saying that the Tigers front office was being stingy because of the low offer. No, it's not that. They had some other things in the works already, okay? And the reason I say the JV thing has been in the works is because news just came out today about Reese Olson, okay? Reese Olson is out for the whole season now. He had surgery because they had to repair his labrum. And at first, knowing that he had the injury, we thought he might be out until like half the season. But he's out. So they went ahead and finalized the deal with JV because they already kind of was thinking about that, and the rumblings started coming up that, hey, we brought on the stud pitcher, we got Scooble. Wow, too bad we couldn't bring JV back. Well, guess what? Too bad we did bring him back. Ha 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 ha. So
he who laughs laugh. He who laughs laughs.
Something like that.
Something like that. We'll put the quote in there and post.
Now,
Yeah, I think I screwed that up twice. So
now Tigers fans listening to us are going to say, well, that's great, and the pitching hopefully will be like stellar. But we still need bat. We still need a bat, right? We were crying for a bat last year. Well, here's what my thoughts are, is that at least we're spending money. We just shown that like in the last week to 10 days. Well, at least we're spending money. We're paying Scuba what he won, okay? We were going to pay him more anyway, but we're paying him a lot more. We signed Valdez. We just signed Verlander. We still got more money to pay because you got to remember.
Watch Verlander pitch a full game.
Huh? Ooh.
Let's start that controversy right now.
We got plenty of time to talk about what's happening. I'll tell you what though. Right now, you need to start thinking about getting tickets early.
Yeah.
Ticket prices, man, that ballpark's going to be packed a lot more this year.
Yes, it
and
is.
Ticket prices, guess what?
That's right.
It's gonna hurt a little bit more to go to the game, man.
Lakeshore, let's do Lakeshore and New Wave joint outing.
Just a little. Hey, yeah, we need to
do this like.
Yeah, we got to set up some time to make sure that we snag a day to go out to the ballpark. But anyway, we still have the whole season to figure out. I mean, if our young players improve, we got time to see how that they are coming off of last year, and then we can decide what changes we need to make. Do we need to trade? Do we need to bring in another bat or whatever? So I'm not mad at the Tigers at all for right now. I'm very happy. Today is a happy day in Detroit for me.
Yes, it is.
Yep, it is. I'm a very happy guy, and I'm a big JV and Mrs. JV fan. So.
Yeah.
So looking forward. Welcome home, homie. Welcome home.
Cool.
So
he's going to retire a Tiger, and you know what? Honestly, I think that's.
Well, I think he's going to go in the Hall of Fame as a Tiger.
I hate that. I hate when when everyone in Detroit makes a big deal like, well, come back here and retire this after they left and won other places. Like, why do we do that all the time?
Well.
The impact he had.
He
was huge.
There was talk that people wanted Matthew
Monumental.
Stafford to come back here. I'm like, that ain't going to happen. And now it's definitely not going to happen.
No.
Well,
No.
Now that he got his MVP.
Even those one-day contract things that they do down,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, that's a whole nother.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think it's nice when if they go into the Hall of Fame for a team. To me, I think that's kind of important.
I don't think JV would go in the Hall of Fame as a Tiger. I think unless we do something this year, like I think would.
But
be
see, I think
as an
that's
Astro. For
but
sure.
see, I think even though he spent more time here in Detroit,
Yeah.
and by him coming back, to me, there's no such thing as a guarantee, right?
His 1 year, I believe, was $13 million.
Yep, it's 13. That was what I heard. It was $13 million for 1
Yep,
year.
$13 million contract.
I'd take it.
Yeah. Well, I think that's, not only is it a good signing because we definitely can use him with, because we got to remember, we were at the game, we were at the ballpark when Jackson Joe pitched his last game last year before his injury. You guys don't remember that because he didn't finish that game, and that's when they found out that he was going to need Tommy Johns. He never came back. He never pitched after that. Okay?
You're right. I didn't remember that, but I do now.
Yeah, he's coming back from Tommy Johns. He's recovering. So, once again, if he does come back, that's why this signing is even more important besides just having him in our rotation. I'm talking about JV. Because JV, we still have other pitchers in the bullpen that are probably going to be in the bullpen that could be starters, but JV doesn't have to start at his age.
Yeah.
We need. We're trying to get
and
to
his
the
leadership,
playoffs.
and his leadership with some of our young
Exactly.
pitchers.
His
great,
veteran
man.
leadership, and
Yes.
and it's a way for the Tiger organization to show that, hey, man, we love you enough to bring you back because you're still doing good things. And remember, you were originally a Tiger. So I think that is going to play a lot when he does decide what he does when he goes to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. And
No guarantee, but I think it's going to weigh. It's going to weigh.
And I think to Mitchell Thomas's point too, I think it's the wisdom he's going to impart.
Absolutely.
On our current bullpen.
Well,
I think it's
the whole team, the whole pitching staff.
Yes, but especially with the guys that are going to be going on the mound.
Yeah,
with him.
Well, I just heard today that Valdez is. I mean, we signed Valdez for I don't even remember what it was, 33 or 35 million, a year, because we did like a 3 or 4 year contract with him. But I just heard today that there's incentives because he was a stud last year. He's got like a $2 million bonus or something like that if he wins the Cy Young. So think about it. We got Tarek Skubal coming off of 2 Cy Youngs in a row.
Yeah, which is incredible.
It's stupid crazy. And then we just signed a stud who was kind of competing, but you can't compete against Tarek in the last 2 years,
right.
But this is a new year.
Mm-hmm.
And we've already given him incentive to say, basically, look, if you get the Cy Young this year, we're going to give you like an extra couple of mil. So talk about inter-roster competition just to make the entire rotation better. Mm-hmm. Man, I love it. I'm just hearing bits and pieces that are just making me smile inside saying, you can't be mad at the Tigers today.
No.
Today is a beautiful day for the Tigers. You could be mad at Scott Boras, not Scott Boras, our manager. You could be at their whole front office. You could be mad at them and call them stingy up until today. Today, in the last 10 days, they've made a splash, man, and I'm happy. Hey, we might not go anywhere, but at least we're trying. That's all I ask, right? What do you always say, Doc?
I just want my one ring in my lifetime.
Exactly.
I just want my one ring.
Exactly.
That's all I want.
Okay.
Listen, if my best friend in Atlanta, who is originally from Michigan, but also grew up in Chicago, if he could watch the Cubs get a ring, I do it.
Yeah. Well, you're a little bit younger than me, but anyway. But no, I'm all for it, man. We need to do something, and
we've seen 2 rings.
Yeah. Well, the point is that how long has it been chatter about all of the Detroit teams are just set in their ways? No one wants to make a splash, right. And here we go this year, right? Stevie has finally got the wings rolling. Yep. Keep our fingers crossed, knock on wood, that it continues.
Segue into The Pistons.
The Pistons, man.
They are on fire.
The Dawg Pound Pistons.
They are on fire.
And not only are they on fire, some
they
of
are
them,
fun to watch.
They're
too.
so hot right now. Some of the players aren't going to be able to play for a while, and we're going to talk about that here in a minute.
They're on
We got
fire,
some
man. They're fun to
suspensions coming
watch.
down.
Yeah, we
we're actually taping right after what was it? A couple days ago was that game? Was it 2 days ago?
Charlotte Hornets.
The Hornets, yeah.
Against the Hornets, where there was a brawl, not
Sure
like
was.
the infamous brawl from years ago.
Yeah, I remember that one.
But
Malice at the Palace.
Yep, the Mouse at the Palace, man. Yeah, but Durham and got into a little scuffle, and Beef Stew tried to stick up for him, and now, I heard, and I got to get caught up on the details myself, but I heard some fines was sent down, and I heard as of right now the suspensions haven't even come down yet.
No suspensions.
But
yet.
I'm hearing-
Still waiting. They got ejected from the game, of course. But
Yeah.
No, I'm hearing like
both teams.
I'm hearing
Players on
multiple
both
game
teams.
suspensions. Well, I'm talking like maybe 5 to 7. And we're
Oh
getting ready.
wow, 5. That's
5 to 8 games is what I'm hearing. Now, I hope I'm wrong, but we're getting ready to go into the All-Star game, too. And guess who's on the All-Star team? Durham. So now there's talk. Will he even be able to play in the All-Star game? So there's a lot going on. We don't have time to talk about it all night. But with that said, their play overall.
Well, they snapped their 9-game streak, the Hornets.
Yeah.
9-game streak. And I will say this. I think this is going to be the year. I'm going to call it right now. I think the Pistons, they're going to go to a championship, and
I think they're going. I think so too, Walter. I agree with you.
I think
I went to the Denver Nuggets last week game, and man, I had a good time. I saw Hooper.
yeah.
No, man, Cade had a great game. He had 30 points. Man, it was just fun to watch.
And
Man.
Denver's a good team.
Yes.
Yeah, I think when you texted and said you were at the game, I'm
Yeah,
like,
they are a good team. You know who had a good day? Duncan Robinson. I'm like, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Man, he had a great
well,
game.
he's the one shooter that we had. Now we just added another shooter, right? Another wingman. So we got guys for both wings. We got to give them a little time to get acclimated. We still, in my opinion, I think we still probably need someone else to come off the bench when Cade goes out to keep the momentum. But what we've had has been doing a pretty good job, obviously, because our record shows they got a lot of grit and a lot of heart, and they play, man. They play for each other, and they play for their coach.
I think they're going to go far in the playoffs, man.
They play for the Motor City. Yeah, I think they're going to rock, man. I think they're going to rock this
I think
year.
they're going to the championship.
I think we're doing good things so far. So we already talked about what the Tigers just did. We're talking about what the Pistons did. We're talking about the Wings.
Yeah, you guys are a little too excited about the Tigers. I don't know. We'll pump the brakes on that one. We'll see what happens.
Hey, no.
I'm not. I hope so. I hope you're right.
Well,
but
no,
I
I'm
don't-
excited that they're at least doing something.
Yeah. I get it.
I mean,
get it.
versus standing pat
Versus doing
versus
nothing,
not
yeah.
doing crap.
Well, and to
Right.
go toe-to-toe with Seattle in the playoffs for, what was it, 15 innings or something like that?
Well, that's just it. I mean,
Who does that? Who else could do that?
but see, that's just it. Is we were how close? How close were we? And we as fans, we felt it, and we knew how close we were, right?
Yes.
That the reason I'm excited is because ding, 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 ding. The front office, it seems like that they woke up and they're
Yeah.
realizing the same thing, that we were this close. And to be honest, I think part of it is, and I just want to throw this out there. We're in 2026 now. It's February 2026. There's a good chance there might not be any baseball next year because of the strike. There's a potential work stoppage. So now is the year where we need to be trying to do something. And it's good to see that we're coming out the gate trying to do something. Just want to throw that out there.
Please. For the love of God, please.
So with that said, I want to go back to the Olympics. We mentioned the Olympics, where this is first week of the Olympics, which usually lasts about 2 weeks. And do you watch the Olympics that much?
I don't really. I mean, it's kind of on background a little bit.
Same here, man.
I'll watch the hockey.
Yeah, it goes until the 22nd of this year.
Well, this is the Winter Olympics, obviously.
Yep. I watch a little bit of the skiing. I missed that Lindsey Vonn crash, but I watched a little bit today. I don't know.
Well, I think I told you I watched the crash.
I like it,
I
but
didn't see it live,
so.
But I did see.
I watched a little curling today too. I saw 10 minutes of curling.
Oh, that's always interesting.
Yeah.
I always try to watch a little curling.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, man. Every time there's Olympics, I learn something new.
They're cool, man. I dig it.
And with the newer events, with the younger generation coming up, what's been real hot is the snowboarding and the skiing. Whatever, I don't even know what they call it. Freestyle skiing.
Yeah, I don't know
all
the different things. I was watching skiing today, and they were doing flips and all kinds of stuff.
That's what I mean,
cool.
man.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And this dude landed the ball. He made like 3 in a row. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, these athletes, man, and a lot of them are just young. I mean, you're talking about teenagers or in the young 20s, and they're just jamming and they're doing stuff, man. That's just crazy.
I know
stupid.
I heard in the news our medal count was low so far.
Gold. Yeah, our gold. I think I did see part of, and I usually don't watch a lot of it, but I did want to mention a couple things. The team ice skating team, they won like a gold medal. That was one of the first ones that was won, and I saw bits and pieces of that because it was a team. It's like a team event, and they have like some individuals and some pairs skating or whatever. But I watched part of something last night which really captured my attention. They call it like rhythm dancing. It's couples, and it's like a theme. So the theme was 90s. So all the music was 90s. That's why it was captured, because they were jamming to some 90s music.
Figure skating, though?
Yeah, figure skating. Okay. And they don't do as many of the really difficult stuff, but it's almost like synchronized dancing on ice skates with some interaction and some lifts and whatnot. But as I was watching it, I was like, man, I know they work hard at this, but they really are like synchronized. I think when I was growing up, when you heard the term synchronized and Olympics, I thought of synchronized swimming. Okay, that's what I always thought of. And they jam in the water.
I think it's Caddyshack.
Well, that too. But that too.
When they did that synchronized swimming in the pool.
Dude,
But yeah, this was like they call it rhythm dancing, whatever, probably because they didn't want to use the synchronized word. But anyway, it was pretty interesting, and they were jamming to some music. I know the U.S. team was jamming to like a medley of what's his name? I want to get away.
Lenny Kravitz?
Yeah, Kravitz, man. So I just had a mental block there. But anyway, it was pretty interesting. But the
professor doing a little karaoke on the Real Estate Tailgate.
but what I wanted, I don't know if I never knew this before. Have you ever heard of the luge?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've heard of the luge, but there's something I noticed yesterday, and I had to look it up. I never noticed that the luge riders, or whatever you call them, luge sledders, everyone's got their own equipment depending on what sport they're doing. They wear the helmet, they wear the skin-tight suit, and they got their special sled and everything, and they wear these gloves. I never noticed that, but there's spikes on 3 fingertips of the gloves. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
No.
Because it helps them paddle on the ice. So, like I said, I've watched luge like so many Olympics. I'm a lot older than you, Doc. So I watched the luge for years, and I never noticed. And I don't know how long this happened, but I looked it up. Yeah, they tape these spikes. They're like 5 millimeter long spikes on 3 of the fingers, and they use it when they paddle to get started. Because it grips into the ice. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I never noticed it. I just happened.
Ice pick.
Yeah, I just happened to. They showed one of the sledders finishing, and they put their hands up like on their helmet, and they had spikes on their gloves.
How about the Jamaican bobsled? Did they go down yet?
I don't think so, man.
Is that coming
up?
Up?
I don't think they have bobsled yet.
Okay.
But they will.
I like watching those. Those are fun.
Yeah. So yeah, I just thought a big shout out to the Olympics and the Olympic athletes, Olympic and Paralympic. Great athletes. Wish them all the best. The ones that still have yet to compete. And interested in, I do know that the women's hockey team has been jamming. I want to say that. I caught some highlights. So wish them the best as they continue. We're probably running real long, aren't we, Doc?
Not really.
No, are we doing okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, but I did want to, and then you mentioned the Lindsey Vonn. Yeah, she wiped out.
Yeah, I missed. I didn't even see I've been busy a few days, but
yeah, I think everyone knows.
I heard all about it, but I didn't even get on YouTube and see it or anything. So
yeah,
I heard it was pretty bad though. So that sucks.
Yeah.
I was rooting for her. I wanted her. Yeah, I was rooting for her, man.
Yeah, same here. But it is what it is, and at least, hopefully, I didn't even hear.
Is
the
she all right? What happened?
I didn't even hear because that just happened. What, yesterday? I think it happened yesterday.
No, Sunday morning.
Was it Sunday?
Yes.
Okay, so as of yesterday,
she was scheduled to go on at like 5:30 our time, 5:30 a.m. Sunday morning.
You see, I think I saw it Sunday night then when they did the repeat.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, what I heard was that there wasn't like really an official update on her condition other than that she was in the hospital. She was still in the hospital. That's what I heard, but that was probably earlier in the day yesterday. So I don't even know what the update was. But wishing her the best.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I think we touched on pretty much everything that we wanted to for the most. Oh, you know what? I did forget to mention. I'm going to jump back to the NFL for a second. Only because this has to do with history of the Lions a little bit. Remember when the Cleveland Browns announced who their coach was going to be, and there was a big stink about Schwartzy?
Yes. Oh, I forgot. I wanted to talk about it. Yeah,
Schwartzy said, he started saying his goodbyes to everyone.
He quit. He resigned.
Yep, he eventually did resign. I just want to throw that out there.
They were like, he's under contract. Well, he's like, well, I quit. I resigned. He can't play. He can't coach for a team this year because he's under contract.
Oh, is that? See, I didn't hear the details. I know that as soon as it happened.
He's still got 1 year on his contract, but I guess he resigned somehow. I don't know all the details, but I know he cannot coach this year. And he said he'll sit out this year and come back next year.
Oh, wow. Yeah, see, I didn't get the details, but it was
so he had 2 interviews as the head coach. It made it, I don't know if this is factual, but what I heard is it basically was like everyone thought he thought he was getting it. Like, I don't know if they told him, but it sounds like there's some bad feelings there where he thought he was in line to get it. And then at the last minute, they hired the dude from Baltimore.
Wow.
So yeah, Schwartzy was not happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Everyone's like, oh, he's not a good head coach. I'd like to see him get another shot, man. I really would.
Well, yeah.
He was not that bad, and people mix up their history. I mean, he was not the 0-16 coach. He took over.
He was not.
I know. I read that. I saw on social media people like, oh, he had the Lions 0-16. I'm like, no, he wasn't. He took over after them 0-16. In 3 years, he took over 0-16 team.
Isn't that Mariucci,
which had
who
never
was the
happened.
0-16 coach?
No, Rod Marinelli.
No,
Marinelli.
And he took over
Rod Marinelli show.
In 3 years, got him to a playoff game. I'm like,
yeah.
I didn't think he was that bad. I like Schwartz. He gave us a little identity. I mean,
well, I like Schwartzy too.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like you said,
he got in a fight with Harbaugh.
Sometimes when coaches become a head coach, they're not really ready to be a head coach, or it might not be good timing.
I'm really
for them
surprised he hasn't had another shot. I really am.
Well, like I said, we don't know all the ins and outs, and obviously he's got a little bit of a temper. I did kind of know. I do remember that because when the thing happened with the Browns, and as soon as he said, I'm leaving, he started saying goodbyes. Yeah. I started thinking, that's kind of the persona that I remember.
Can I just say, the Browns are a mess.
Yeah,
They
but you
really
said
are.
that.
Their organization
You
is a
said
mess.
that when they announced it, and Schwartzy started saying goodbyes, and then I didn't. I thought maybe he would cool down and end up staying on the staff, or at least seeing if they would keep him on the staff.
Yeah.
I heard Myles Garrett wasn't happy about it, and man, I don't know, they're a mess.
They are.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, Miles, you
I'm
ever
just
heard of the
saying it.
Detroit Lions?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was gonna say, at least we're not the Browns, but Miles come to the Lions. Yeah, wouldn't that be great? He's
Yeah.
locked up under contract. We can't get him.
Yeah.
He just signed a big contract last year.
Yeah, he did. But could you imagine Miles and Hutch?
That would be awesome.
Absolute. It'd just be a complete brick wall. There's nothing breaking that.
All right, gentlemen, are we good? We covered a lot of stuff, man.
We did.
Yeah, I think we kind
Super
of
Bowl
needed
edition.
to on the Super Bowl edition. Like I said, there's a lot going on right now. Even though football's done, NFL is done, and we really didn't even. Well, we kind of, as the season went on, we kind of did a review, throughout the playoffs and everything else. I guess just to end the NFL talk for right now and for this season, I just want to say, I want it on the record that hopefully we make some changes. Hopefully, I just want the Lions, and this is just my personal opinion.
We've already made changes.
Well, we just need to make more changes.
We hired 2 offensive coaches.
Yeah, well, during the offseason, though. During the offseason, we need to make more changes.
It was our offseason.
And I'm talking about
We were out
roster.
of the playoffs.
I'm talking about roster changes.
Oh, you're talking about free agency.
Yep, I'm
Yes.
talking about roster changes because
It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yep, I just don't want to stay pat. I just want.
No, they're going to make some moves. Onto the draft, free agency. I think the Lions are going to make some moves for sure.
Yeah. Well, and then
It's going to be quite a different team next year.
I do have one other thing to say. I think that Holmes, for some reason, he's got a little bit of magic when it comes to picking offensive players. But when it comes to picking defensive players, I don't know, man. I think he needs some help. I just want to say that. Holmes, get some help.
Hutch?
But that was a no-brainer.
Jack Campbell?
He was going to get
Jack Campbell?
Yeah, but that's only 2 players. I'm talking about
Brian Branch?
I'm not talking about draft.
Brian Branch?
Well, I'm not talking about draft. I'm talking about free agency.
You said.
Well, I meant free agency. Okay, even free agency
Holmes
overall.
don't do a lot in free agency yet. He doesn't do much in free agency.
But that's the point.
He's a draft guy.
We need to, because if you think about it, I mean,
we need.
we might have some decent
we need an
safeties,
offensive
but
lineman.
we don't have any corners at all.
We need a veteran offensive lineman in free agency plus the draft.
Well, we already covered that.
Glasgow's going to be gone. I mean, we need. But we can't have all rookies on the offensive line. He needs to do a signing.
And we need to do something on the defense. Like I said, we talked about it earlier, man. Defense, man. Defense rules right now. I hate to say it. Look at the score of the Super Bowl. Look at the first 3.5 quarters of that game. Defense.
Boring.
Yep. It's boring, but guess what? Someone walked away with a ring.
That's true.
All right? That's
That's
all I
true.
got to say, man.
I mean, 29 points that's a lot of points to give up still. So,
well, but that
Yes.
all happened in the last 10 minutes of the game.
I'm just saying it wasn't all.
Yeah. I'm just saying. But, yeah.
But the 13, Patriots.
I just don't want to be here next year at the end of the season talking about the same old thing again, because
You're really negative on the Lions, Professor.
I'm not.
usually my
You and
Negative.
Walter switch
What-
places. It's
No, what-
usually Walter that's
I'm
negative.
not being negative. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm just saying my pieces. I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm telling you what I'd like to see, only because right now, if you think about it. 2 years ago, the talk was that out of all 4 teams, who would you have said was going to be the first to have a run for a championship?
Us.
No, the Lions.
Yeah.
Out of the 4 teams from Detroit, right?
Right.
Because because all the teams basically sucked before that. The Lions were the first one to try and make a splash, but they didn't keep that momentum. That's the only reason I'm saying, because now the other teams are making momentum.
Yeah.
The line's got to continue. They got to pick up where they left off. That's all I'm saying.
1 month from tomorrow, free agency starts.
When is the draft?
Free agency starts March 11th. Draft is in April.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 1 month from tomorrow is free agency starts. So
wow, already.
So I mean,
I know pitchers.
The Lions got a lot of work to do, man, because I think Kirby Joseph's done also.
Yep, I think so too.
I said that before. I told you guys I watched him limp across the field.
Yeah, you did say that.
I think he's done, man. Unfortunately, he was one of my favorites.
Yeah. Well, as Dan Campbell always says, next man up.
Yeah,
right?
We'll wait to get the official word on that.
So,
all right, gents.
we'll see.
Well, real estate stuff
for this episode. I just want to throw out there that we're not into the heart of the buying and selling season. That's right around the corner.
It is. I was just going to say the same thing. And the weather's maybe breaking a little.
Yeah, man. We're going to have some decent weather here coming up. We've been in a deep freeze for a while here in the Motor City, as a lot of the country has been. But it's good to see the forecast. I'm seeing like multiple days in the 40s coming up in the next 10 days. So
it'll help because it's been a little slow.
It's going to help a lot. I'm just talking about it's going to just help mood-wise for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that and every day it stays lighter, longer.
Yep.
That helps me showing houses. In December, people like to look at houses in the dark when it gets dark out at 4:45 or whatever it was, 5 o'clock.
And that's why I just want to say
it makes for
if you're thinking about buying a home, whether you're a first-time buyer or you're looking to, move up, move down, move sideways, or whatever, now's the perfect time to get with a professional mortgage person if you need financing, and definitely a professional realtor.
Get pre-approved.
By the name of Mike Mitchell.
Get pre-approved with David Underwood.
Yep. Get your consultations done now and start getting.
It really is. It's really is. Start now.
Yeah, start now because
I just before you guys came here, we're taping in my office tonight. I had a buyer consultation. Getting started. Yep.
Yeah.
They're ready to get started in the next month. But we met today and went over their haves and wants and talked about the process. So
that's great timing because if they can get a little bit of a head start before things get crazy, it's
exactly.
going to be another crazy year.
Exactly.
Once the weather breaks totally.
The next show, we're going to do some heavy real estate talk.
Absolutely.
Heavy real estate next show. Pistons, Olympics wrap up, and heavy real estate.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So shout out to Hooper Marketing. Walter Hooper of
It's Hooper's
Marketing.
birthday.
Thanks for all you do, Doc.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
And
did I? So when I was at the Pistons game last week and I texted you, I'm going on the floor at halftime. Did you believe me for a second or no?
Oh no, I just laughed.
Oh
yeah, I was like,
I texted. I took a picture of Hooper. I zoomed in. I was in a lower level, but I was up like 17 rows. I zoomed in, took a picture of Hooper, sent it to Walter, and I said, halftime, I'm going down there. I'm going to see if I can get him on the podcast.
Yeah.
Making mascot dreams come true.
That's right. That's right, Mitchell, making mascot dreams.
But, and as soon as I read
my
that.
My buddy was with me. He's leaning over my shoulder. He's like, dude, you're going on the floor at halftime? Can I come? I'm like, I'm choking around with my buddy here.
Wow, it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I knew that.
Quit reading over my shoulder.
Well, Hooper would be the ideal guest because he doesn't speak at all.
None of them do.
No, the mascots don't, right?
No, Rory, Pause.
No.
So, but it'd be a good photo op.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. And we love Hooper.
Yes.
Not you.
Hooper's birthday?
We love you too, bro. So with that said, we appreciate all the support. Those of you that are listening to us for the first time, or maybe you're a repeat listener. And how can they catch us?
Subscribe to our channel on YouTube, The Real Estate Tailgate. Click that subscribe button. We're also on Spotify.
Did you like that in stereo?
Love it.
But please continue to like and share. We appreciate it very much. And until next time,
peace out.